All right, TGI Friday. Let's start with some events this weekend. Tomorrow, the Dome in Bridgeview. The ladies soccer team will be playing at 10 a.m. The men will be playing at 12:30. There will be a ceremony in the middle. The fundraiser is slated for Andres Vasquez Lasso's family. All proceeds will go to the family. Again, the bagpipers will be there. Come join, come watch, bring your family. It's a family fun event. 10 and 12:30. Then on Sunday, 5 o'clock at the Plumbers Hall next door, there will be another benefit for Andres' family. $50 tickets. They will be sold at the door, raffle prizes, etc. Fraternalism, some good times, some memories. And if you can make it Sunday evening, feel free to stop by and support. Earlier this afternoon was the name unveiling at Gold Star Memorial Park for the 4 new names on the wall, which now makes 599 officers on Gold Star Memorial Wall. The last 4, I just talked about Andres, but the other 3 were the COVID deaths from 2021. And here we are. Those names should have been on the wall in 2022. They should have been designated line of duty deaths in 2021 when they happened. That never happened. We had to beat the drum repeatedly, as many times in negotiations and everywhere else, to try and get the benefits for these family members that this department never wanted to do. Today is somewhat of a finish line where the designations have been made. They now join their brothers and sisters, rightly so, on the wall of giving the ultimate sacrifice. The families deserve that. Their memories deserve that. So that wrong has finally been righted. It was a humbling ceremony, to say the least, as always, every year, when we have to add names to that wall. I challenge everybody in attendance, like I do quite frequently. When you're there, look at a name. Pick a name, do a little research. Find out about that officer, about their career, about how they tragically died. See if you can locate any living family members, and just reach out to them, whether it's an email or otherwise, social media-wise, and just tell them thank you. You remember. Let those family members know that their fallen have not been forgotten by a total stranger, just because it's the right thing to do, and it's what we say. So, on to a ever-evolving situation. Earlier this morning, there was a joint council meeting, or joint committee meeting at the City Council for the refugee issue that's currently going on. We have constantly been trying to, highlight, educate the circumstances that have been going on in police stations across this city about job duties and tasks and just environmental concerns that our members have had that should not be police issues. But welcome to 2023. The police department and the brass at 35th in Michigan apparently believes that this is in their mission statement. I couldn't disagree more. We couldn't disagree more. But the superintendent's commanding officer, Commander Bob Vanna, which I've obviously put his information out there, feel free and call the superintendent's office and ask to speak to Commander Vanna about your beliefs about what should be going on in these police stations and what is police work and what is not. But the superintendent's office has helped spearhead the movement of these migrants from station to station, from shelter, from airport to wherever you name it. They've been absolutely part and parcel in this mission, and shame on them. It is a waste of our resources. Other department agencies are supposed to be doing this. In the joint committee conversation this morning, it was pretty clear by a lot of the aldermen involved. Some, I think, kind of highlighted the hypocrisy and ridiculousness of this city policy when it comes to sanctuary city and welcoming. And again, I'm not going too deep in the weeds. I'm just simply pointing out the reality that was highlighted this morning. There has never been any money budgeted for any of these issues. When you tell a giant demographic of the world, come to Chicago, we'll take you, and you don't expect anybody to show up apparently because you never budgeted money for the masses that were eventually going to start showing up. Now they are here. There is nowhere to put them. There is no money allocated for it. And if you think this is cheap, I'll just enlighten you. If you didn't pay attention last week in Washington, D.C., another Democratic mayor, Eric Adams in New York. New York is spending $4.6 million a day, over $1 billion a year on migrant issues alone. That is not a sustainable budget issue. But I heard many aldermen today talk about state and federal resources and partners who aren't doing anything, and we need to get them on board. Well, what you need to start doing is to stop the flow to begin with. Because no matter how much money you come up with or how many shelters you come up with now, it's only going to get worse as the summer moves on. You're only going to keep getting more and more and more here. You need to stop. They need to stop. The border needs to be secure. This is not a political statement. This is real world. We have no resources or money to be doing this. When we are prioritizing migrants over homeless people, that should be a pretty major alarm bell for anybody who lives in this city. We don't even take care of our own. Homeless people are living outside police stations in their sleeping bags while migrants are living in it. Homeless people are obligated to get around on their own. Migrants are bused, and bused in city buses. I shouldn't say city buses, in school buses, where school kids are being transported. I witnessed it myself. Again, there is no decontamination in between, and yes, there are health concerns. These migrants have been diagnosed with chickenpox, highly contagious. Lice, easily spread to school kids, easily. Bed bugs, another issue. Those are all real-world issues that have been discovered verifiably in these police stations. And those migrants are getting on these school buses that are transporting school kids to functions. I've seen it firsthand myself. Anybody tells you it's not happening, they're being outright deceitful or just lying. So I encourage everybody to keep calling your alderman's office and tell them to put a stop to this. They need to find somewhere else to house these migrants. Alderman Tabaris framed it absolutely perfect. There is not a situation on God's green earth where a mother should be feeding her child in a police station where criminals are being processed. That's just God's truth. They shouldn't be sleeping on hard floors in a police station. Again, many of the same politicians who called for them to be here have no answers for the ones that are now here. We need to hold these politicians accountable for this nonsense. We can't just keep saying what people want to hear, and there's no practical solutions for it. And the only thing that's going to change it is political pressure. Until they realize that their mouths are going to get them in trouble, and trust me, I know firsthand about my mouth getting me in trouble, but they need to know and they need to be reminded. They cannot make empty promises. They have to do right first by the citizens of this city, and if the migrants come, they better have a plan and an option and a place for them to stay other than the police stations. We're going to keep pushing. We're going to keep beating the drum until this gets rectified. Our members deserve better working conditions and responsibilities than this. We shouldn't have to be babysitters for migrants because that's what the desk personnel in many of these police stations are doing. Everybody have a safe weekend. I'll see you at the functions on Saturday and Sunday. Thank you.